forget about it for a year and it turned into a bike in a box project.
Yeah, we're good at putting bikes in boxes and not really putting them back together.
Oh, hey, what's up, YouTube?
I wanna taste the pain, I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, 1 shot to the head, I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat, but I never back down, man, I'd rather be dead, I'm making...
What is up, YouTube? Gus here, Heathen Motorsports, in the new Heathen Moto Lab. We just got it set up literally today. If you follow me on Instagram, you know we did some concrete work. We got some cheap shelves so we can have a workbench. And yeah, we just got it into a usable space. So behind me we got Macy's bike on a stand, which in previous videos, if you guys seen this bike, it's a TTR 125. I think it's a 2006. It got locked up because the people that were riding it were running it in first gear wide open, and they did that for like 3 hours, so the crank's locked solid. So anyway, we went and sourced a new crank from eBay, which, crossing our fingers that it's the right one, because it is way past the return policy. Alright guys, we got Macy in the garage finally. She's done doing chores, homework, all that stuff. So she's gonna go through her bike and tell you what she knows. She doesn't know that yet, but that's what's gonna happen.
Oh gee. Well, thank you for this amazing opportunity.
So you've never rebuilt a bike before, correct? So you haven't even taken part in the rebuilds that me and Brendan did on Heathen 218 channel, right?
Nope.
Okay. So you know nothing.
I know absolutely.
So you're gonna take this bike down to absolutely nothing further than what it is right now. And you're gonna make it run and we're gonna ride it, right?
Sure.
All right, what do you know about it?
As you can see, this right here is something, don't know what it is. You can see right here, this is,
That might be the frame. That might be the transmission part of the motor.
wow, amazing.
Not for
I
sure.
know what this is, a tire.
Do you know how to read?
No,
So you know nothing.
I know absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna take this thing all the way apart and we're gonna rebuild it, right?
That already looks halfway apart.
Well, I did you a favor.
Gee, thanks.
You know where the rest of the parts are?
In some freaking box or something?
Yeah, we're good at putting bikes in boxes and not really putting them back together.
Alright, great.
The rest of your bike's over here. So we got some plastics. We got the cylinder, the head, all these valves, all that nonsense, and a bunch of goodies.
Goodies?
Yeah, so
This is a goodie?
this one's gonna be not fun to rebuild.
I'm pretty sure these aren't goodies. They're goodies to be candy and money.
Whoa. What kind of spoiled attitude is that? Alright, so we're gonna get started on this. Macy, why don't you grab that box there?
Which one?
The new crank and everything. So toss it up there, open it up. Alright, so those 2 boxes there, these, go put those in the freezer. I'm not kidding.
Can you at least explain why?
Alright, so the reason we put the bearings in the freezer is because they're steel and this is aluminum. So they're 2 different metals. So if you freeze one, it shrinks. If you heat one up, it expands. But they don't expand and contract at the same rate because they're different materials, right? So if you put these and get them cold, they shrink. And we got a torch and we're gonna torch this up and it's gonna expand. And then that bearing is just gonna fall right into place with a little bit of convincing. Make sense?
Science.
Science. So we'll give that like 20 minutes in the freezer. Just get them nice and cold all the way through. And then I'll take the torch to this. And then, yeah, we'll be well on our way here. It is a very good thing that we are pulling this apart because I did not catch this actually. And I don't know if the GoPro is gonna catch it either. One of these two angles should. So right here, this reservoir is for coolant, right? So this gives coolant to the top end. This is a weep hole. This is literally how you tell if you're leaking coolant. This gasket is gone. See that shred in there? That was not like that before. So I was on the verge, if I wasn't paying attention to my coolant level, I was on the verge of blowing this up anyways. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there's a pretty massive chunk taken out of there. One of these two should focus. So it's a good thing we got a rebuild kit for the water pump. Alright guys, day 2, I got the motor back together. Yesterday we had some trouble getting these bearings in, and then today we were kind of busy with house stuff, so I was just putzing on it when I had time. Didn't really turn the camera on much, so here it is. Bearings installed, clutch is installed, kickstart shaft is pretty much ready. There's a couple more things I gotta get on there and then button this other side cover up, but we can't put this all the way together because I still have to get in here and take some measurements. If I can hold on to it, gotta take some measurements, clean this up, see what we're working with, and then order the correct piston. And if you guys remember, this thing's pretty hot, so we might get some more parts. And I don't know if I'm gonna run this head again or not. This is the head that I decked myself and paired it with this cylinder that I also don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I also got in here and did some Dremel work. It's not polished, but it's definitely better than cast. So it's pretty dirty. There's a lot of dirt and grime in there, so I definitely got to get that cleaned up. But this is pretty much gonna wrap this up for today. I'm gonna start getting Macy's bike torn down so she can get it on the stand and actually just work on it from the stand instead of in the bike. Hope things go a little faster that way, but that's gonna do it for today's video. If you like it, make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you ain't already, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.